Hi everyone, I'm Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. I am back and I have let's see, I have OCD shirt on. Obsessive crochet disorder. Let's see if I can get the bottom part to show you. I love this shirt. This is my absolute favorite there. Obsessive crochet disorder. I think it's backwards for you, so I'm sorry, but you can see what it's like. I absolutely love this shirt. My favorite shirt since I got it. I hand washed this shirt because I don't want it to overstretch or anything to happen to it. I'm obsessive over my OCD shirt. So anyway, it is good to see everybody again, although I can't see you, but you can see me. I'm in a pretty decent mood tonight. I hurting, but I'm trying to be in a really good mood. So um, I am in a good mood. I am close to being done with my class. I just have to figure out how to get my Excel sheets um, formatted. So I got my textbook read, totally finished. I was so excited. And then I went over grading uh, um, a pattern, and I got totally blown out of the water because the instructor went over it so fast that my mind went poof. So go back and watch it like 4 or 5 times so that I can figure it all out, because I was all set to set up my Excel sheet, and then she added all this stuff that's not in the textbook, and I'm like, whoa, okay, let's go back again and rewatch that. Let's see if there's some way for me to put it on slow-mo so I can watch it slower. So, I wanted to take a break, and I wanted to take my break with you. I have things that I've been wanting to show you, more yarn, which once I get done showing you the yarn that I have to show you, I'm really not going to have much more to show, because as I have said before, I am on a limited income, but I was saving stuff up. I had been saving up money for certain things like Hobby Lobby sale and clearance sale and different things. And so when I knew I was starting the channel, I didn't put them away because I knew I wanted to share them. So that's what I did. This is the one of the things that I wanted to share. I got this order from Premier. They had a sale. Might have been 3 weeks ago now. It's been a little bit, but not too long. So I'm thinking maybe about 3 weeks. I know I've had a bad day between then and now. Oh, got my packing slip, so maybe this will help me. Let me see. 6/4/21. So almost a month ago. In 2 days, it'll be a whole month. They had their Bamboo Joy on sale, which this is not going to tell me how much I paid. If I remember right, the prices aren't on here. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, cool. Okay, that's for one bag. Okay. I got their bags of 3, Bamboo Joy, and they have this light pink on clearance. They've had it on clearance for a while, And I looked at it and I'm like, no. And then I looked at it again and I said, no. And then I got to thinking, I really do like pink when it comes to summer clothing. And I made the one tank top, and there are some other tank tops that I like that have stitches that are closer together that I needed smaller yarn for. So I thought this would be perfect. I like to wear white. That's one reason why I was kind of iffy, but I do like pink. So I went ahead and I got 3 of these, and they were $8 a bag. I got 3 of these, Bamboo Joy, and let me see if I can do the specs up close. See that? It's showing up true to color, that light pink color. 328 yards, 300 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 50% bamboo, and 50% acrylic. Lightweight 3. It recommends US 6 knitting needles and USG 4 millimeters crochet hook. I guess that's a number 6 knitting needles, but it's 4 millimeter knitting needles. I didn't notice that at first. And it is machine washable, cold, lay flat to dry. There are free patterns and inspiration on Premier.com. Actually got an additional 20% off of my order. So, and then besides that, I got a 2-pack of this Garden size 5 thread weight, which, yeah, I'm going to have to take this one out. See that color? Oh, good. It's one of those that I should be able to put it back in. I couldn't find where that spot was to open it. Or maybe not. This is dark brown. It's a 2 fine. It recommends 2.75 millimeter knitting needles and a 2.75 millimeter crochet hook. 100% Egyptian Giza mercerized cotton, size 5 cotton thread. 50 grains, 1.76 ounces, 160 meters, 174 yards. So I got 2 of those. There we go. 2 of those. And I had been wanting to get some more of this because I like to keep some of the thread weights around. So I like to do bookmarks. I like to do amigurumi, and lots of times you need these for the eyes and the facial features and different facial features. I'm new to amigurumi. I guess I shouldn't say I like to do it. I like to do the couple that I have done, which isn't a lot right now, but I haven't had everything that I've needed. So I've wanted to get different colors. Plus I have some different colors, springtime colors of the thread, because I wanted to make some baby headbands. So I got the brown. The brown I was thinking amigurumi. And then I got also the size 5 crochet. That one opened the way that I wanted the other one too. This one is also the Garden 5. And this one is the Aqua. And it has all the same specs that the brown had. Isn't that gorgeous? You know, I have, like I said, I wanted to make some baby headbands. And I have some, a pattern that has like a white headband, and then you either embroider the flowers. I think you crochet the flowers and the leaves. You crochet like some really pretty flowers and leaves that you put on it, or you can do like a pink headband and the flowers, or purple. So I've gotten all the different colors. Like I think I have yellow and pink and different greens now because I got the aqua, and I have more of a leafy green. Um, so yeah, I showed you in my last video that I was making a baby blanket for my niece's baby. She's actually getting close to being a toddler soon, and I wanted to make her some headbands. Speaking of the blanket that I'm making her, I made this for me last night. My husband got me one of those Butler, I think they were called. They're plastic, made out of plastic with the aqua green. It's not in here, so I can't get it to show you. If I remember right, I will get it sometime and show it to you. But it's where you put the skein of yarn on like the stick part that sticks up, and then you can use not the center pole, but the outer one, and keep pulling on it and it comes off. They make wooden ones, but they also make this plastic one that also has like a little compartment that you can put your stitch markers and stuff in. I had it on a wish list at We Crochet Christmas last year, and he got it for me. Well, our cat, his cat, our male cat, I think might have something wrong with his teeth because there's certain things that he chews on. One being he likes to try and chew on some of my hooks, but I think I've got him weaned of that. I'm very good at putting the ones away. Like he has tried to chew on my furls wooden hooks, and it's like, no, 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 no. He doesn't even get close to those. He tries to chew on pens. And he chews on the end of this to the point of when I'm using it, my yarn gets snagged on it now. And I've actually had to take a nail file to file it down, so to try and make it smooth enough so that it will work. So I keep telling him which we haven't had a chance to take our two cats to the vet yet since COVID, and our vet has dogs that the people who work there, they bring their dogs in to work with them and keep them behind the counter. And we've never had any issues with that. And it's actually, I always love seeing them. I mean, because we don't have dogs, and I love dogs, and I'm allergic to them. But it's like a minor allergy for me. There's only like one breed that I've found so far that I'm like really, really allergic to, that if I even get in the same room with, I start sneezing, and like my throat starts wanting to close, and I automatically get sick and start needing to blow my nose, and the next thing I know, I'm getting a sinus infection. So stay away from them, even though I think they're the cutest dogs in the world. It's the Cocker Spaniels. I couldn't believe it. I just love them. I think they're so cute. I gave a massage to a little boy who had been playing with the Cocker Spaniel, and just because he had the dander on him, I got so sick. So yeah. Otherwise, I have a minor allergy to dogs, and I've been around a lot of long-haired dogs and stuff that don't even bother me. Like we had a Sheltie, and she didn't really bother me that much. But my husband was like, we need to get rid of her just in case, because it was when I really wasn't doing very well with my health, and So he was like, we should go ahead and get rid of her. And my daughter was just a toddler at the time. It was a long time ago. So found a good home for her. Actually, my parents took her back, and they kept her until they had to move, and they didn't have room for her anymore. And they found a really good home on a farm, and she has lots of room to run and everything. So, but anyway, Halford likes to chew on the end of this, and I can't leave it out because anytime I do, he chews on it. So I always have to make sure I shove it into a whip bag, which is kind of hard because it's a pretty decent size. So, one thing my husband gets me at Christmas time lots of times is a 3-pound container of Jelly Bellies because they are one of my favorite candies, and I only get them at Christmas time, which is funny. You would think it would be Easter time, but no, it's Christmas time. And I have saved a couple of my containers because one I was saving change in, and then I thought, I can make one of those containers where you put the yarn in it and then you pull the yarn out. I just didn't know how to make the hole in the center. And I don't have the tool where you can just poke it in and then cut out the hole. I know they have some at the Dollar Tree, and since I can't drive, I can't get there right now. I'm hoping my daughter's going to come and take me, but I couldn't wait anymore. I have a really good scissors, utility pair of scissors. They look more like pruning scissors for outside, but they're actually for inside. I have a pair that I keep in the kitchen just for the kitchen that we can use to cut up chicken and for whatever food things that we need. And then I have a pair that we can use for whatever household issues that we need. So I got those, and I cut the lid, and I cut into the lid, and then I made as best of a circle as I could, which was hard with this great big huge shear scissors thing. And then I was looking at it, and I had this great big, opening on the side. And anyway, I ended up making this yesterday. I took all the outside wrapper off that had the Jelly Belly and that on it, but I took washi tape because I didn't like having that opening because it was popping up on me. And I took some washi tape that I knew I would never ever use because this actually, what did it say? It said, tan lines and good times. And yeah, I'm not one to tan, and nothing against those who do. But with my skin, I'm not supposed to, and I have to wear a lot of sunblock because I am prone to skin cancer, and it's something that people in my family are prone to. So it's just something that we don't do. And so I took that and I put it on here, and then I was going, okay, I'm not one of those people who's really lucky with my washi tape to get it to stick for a long time, and I didn't have any Elmer's glue. All of it that I had dried up, and I was looking around, and I couldn't find any other really good glue. I have some, was it 666 glue or something like that, but I didn't want to use that because I know it's like you can glue anything with that, like ceramics and glass and different things, and I haven't even opened it yet. So I didn't want to use that because I wanted something that I could use, to like Mod Podge type this top down. So I got to thinking, I'm like, what can I use? Which I started making a list for the Dollar Tree, and tacky glue is one of the things I put down on there because that would have worked really, really well. Or Mod Podge, and they have both. Or Elmer's glue, and I think they have that. If not, they have a generic. And I found my Orly Bonder for my nails. And I don't use this anymore because I actually have a product that works 10 times better than this now. And so it's just been sitting over here on my table, not being used. And I was like, I wonder if that will work. So at first I just started brushing it on, and it was working a little bit. But then I poured it on a little bit and then brushed it on, and this is on here. I did it on the underside, and I also did it on the sides here. So it almost feels like a shellac, like I went and got some shellac. But I mean, the underside isn't pretty. But I did it on the underside to make sure that this wasn't going to come back up. My husband is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Why did you even put that tape on there?" And I was like, "Well, because I didn't want my yarn to snag. I needed it to be nice and smooth here. And since I used that great big huge shear thing, it wasn't smooth. It was pretty jagged." So I smoothed it down the best I could, and I actually cut it some more after I put some tape on here, and then I retaped over it. So I have that, and it actually works pretty nice. I did have to center pull it for now because it's a pretty big skein that I have in here. But once I get it worked down, I will go from the outside and use it that way. I still have a tiny ball left that I'm working with, so I haven't even started using this yet. So I actually need to. Alfred's watching me right now, so I'm like, I need to put this back in here because otherwise he's going to be attacking the yarn. I can see that in my future. So here we go. I'm excited to use this. My homemade yarn holder. And I've seen other people make them, so I mean, I knew it could be done. I just had to find a container to use. And I got my Furls hook this week. I had ordered, I hadn't planned on spending any money last month, especially on a Furls hook, but when I saw the Pride hook, I had to. And knowing that some of the money went towards the Trevor organization, I really had to. So I love the hook. I love everything about it. But the first one was ordered and it was supposed to get here on the 15th. And then it said the 16th. And then it said it was out for delivery. Didn't get it on the 16th. Didn't get it on the 17th or the 18th or the 19th or the 20th or the 21st. So I called for it. And they said, well, can you wait like another day or two? So I waited a couple days past, but they asked, actually, I think I called them on the 19th, and they asked me if I would wait until the 21st. And I waited until the 24th, and I called them back, and I'm like, it's still not here. So they sent me out another hook, and they're like, if you get the first one, will you please just refuse the delivery? And so it comes back to us, and I'm like, sure, I've got no problem with that. I love their customer service. They are fantastic. I finally got my Furls hook and I love it. And it's an I. I find myself using an I a lot more often now. Anything between a G and an I is pretty fair game. Haven't used a K very often. Although I guess a K is after I. Actually between a G and a J is pretty fair game. I've been using a J pretty often too. So, my Furls hook. And I do have something to use it on. I just can't show you because it's going to my friend and I don't want her to see it. And also last week, Lion Brand started a 40% off sale. It was a holiday sale because of the holiday this weekend. And I had to take advantage of it. Yes, as I keep saying, I don't have a lot of money, but I did have a little bit. And that's all I needed was a little bit because it was a pretty decent sale. If I remember right, it was 40% off. And it's, some of it is cotton that I showed you that I got in the Hobby Lobby sale. And I got in a Santa bag. And my husband actually pretty pleased with what I got in the Santa bags. So I was offered another one of those, and I have another one of those coming too. So I'm hoping that it's like the first two that I got. So we will see when it comes in. Hopefully between all three of them, I will be able to get both rugs made that I want to get made. I got the cotton again in this one, which is the Twisted Cotton Blend. 4 of them. The black and white. Because I wasn't sure if I had enough to do the hearts for the rug that I want to make for my daughter. So now I should have plenty. Plenty, plenty. And I'm excited. Once I get the shirt done that I'm making, I will start on that. And I guess, I know I said the specs last time, but I'll do them again. This is the Twisted Cotton Blend. This is the Black Ecru, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 98 yards, 90 meters, 69% cotton, 31% acrylic. It's a size 5. It calls for, ooh, that's so tiny. 6mm knitting needles and a 6.5mm crochet hook. Machine washable and dryable. So there we go. Plus, I really want to make her more than one rug, so there we go. And then they had something I've been wanting to get since I first saw it come out, and I have not been able to afford it. And at 40% off, it fit in my budget just like that. So I grabbed it before I could even think. And that is the Comfy Cotton Fetty. I keep on thinking it's the confetti. And then I start thinking of the Funfetti cake mixes. But I got it in the lemon meringue. Look at that gorgeousness. Yellow is my favorite color, which I know I have said before. So there is that. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 350 yards, 320 meters, 50% acrylic, 50% cotton. It's a size 3. Takes I need to use the light from my camera on this, or my phone on this. 3.75 knitting needle and a 5mm crochet hook. Huh, that's weird. I wonder if that's for the drape or something. I would not think it would be that big of a jump for such a small knitting needle to such a big crochet hook. We'll see. I have all these summer tops that I really want to make for myself, but I also have some shawls. I've never made a shawl, so I plan on making a shawl. Um, and we'll see. I have a top that I have in mind for this, just like I did for the pink one. So I have some tops coming up in my future, and the summer ones don't take as long. And I figure if I can make a couple summer ones, then maybe it won't take me as long to make the winter ones. I have a sweater that I started for my husband that's worked bottom up, and I have not gotten past the ribbing yet. So I'm still working on that part. It was just too warm for me to work on right now. So although I've been starting to freeze in the house with the air conditioner as much as it is, so I can probably start working on that too. I think, did I tell you all the specs on this? I go off on tangents. I do have to apologize for that. Machine washable and dryable. I think I already said 50% acrylic and 50% cotton. So yeah, I am so excited about this one. So, so excited. I also have things to make some sun hats that I've been wanting to make since last year. So I have quite a few projects to make, and plus I'm hoping to start making projects for other people. I really need to get the sun hat made because I'm hoping that if I get that made, then maybe somebody else would be interested among the people that I know and want to order one. So yeah. So some of these summer tops may have to wait for me to make them for next year, and I'm fine with that too. A couple for this year, a couple more for next year. I'll just always have something to work on, which is a great thing. So, and plus, like I told my husband, I'll have yarn to work on. I mean, if somebody else calls me and say, "Hey, I really want a light pink top," I can give up a light pink top for myself and make it for somebody else, no problem. So there's no problem with that. I will have in the near future to show you. I have coming in the mail. I'm not sure when she's going to mail it or if she already has. A friend had gotten, or a friend, somebody that I watched online, and I've been watching her now for quite a while, well over 6 months, maybe even 8 months. Heck, by now, maybe even a year. She had gotten luxury yarn, and her name is Affordably Crafty, for those of you who may watch her. She'd gotten a luxury yarn, and she curated mystery bags and sold them. And I got one of cotton, and I told her that I would bring it online on here, and I would not open it until I was on here, and that I would open it in front of all of you. So I have that coming. And I did tell my husband about it, and like I told him, at least I will have cotton, and I know that she tried to curate it in a way that you can make projects out of it. So if anybody orders something from me, at least I should have hopefully some things that I don't already have now. And that shouldn't be hard to do because I know she had a lot of different solid colors and stuff. And most of the cotton that I have here is variegated. So, yeah. And plus, I don't really have luxury cotton. Not stuff that comes in Hanks and from a good company. So, I'll have cotton to make nice summer shawls and summer things with, summer accessories. So I'm excited about that, and I will share that with you when it comes. Now I do have some a little bit more stuff over to the side. I'm looking, and I know there's like one more bag over there, and I should have brought it over, and I didn't. It only has one thing in it. Actually, you know what? Let me go get it, and that way I can put it away because I really want to put some of this away, and something that I normally do on the weekends, because my husband works most of the weekend, and well, heck, he works a lot during the week too. But I know the times that he's not going to be coming home and interrupting, and I can go back and forth, and I can sit when I need to, and um, it's going to be a little bit cooler this weekend than it was the last couple days. After the rain had went through, it had gotten pretty hot again. So for me, it's going to be a couple seconds. For you, I'm going to be right back. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, just boom for you. Anyway, I've had this yarn for well over a month now. My daughter got it for me after I ordered it from Michael's because I knew they had it on clearance. Saw it online. They've had it sent to the house, but it would have cost me $9 in shipping to have them send it to me from 4 miles away because they didn't have it in their warehouse. They had it at the store here. I found a summer sweater that I want to make, and I can't wait to make it. Actually, I think the summer hat will be next after I'm done with the top that I'm making for a tester crochet. And I have to stop looking at all the tester crochets after this because I want to make them all. But I have other things on my list to make, and I need to get those done first. I need to get the summer hat done, and then I am going to make this summer sweater cardigan that is so gorgeous, and it's done in the granny stitch, which I've never done before. I've been crocheting for 40 plus years. I have never done a granny square, let alone a granny stitch. I'll take the, I've done a square now, but it's not a true granny square. So that still sticks. I have not done a granny square yet. So I'm going to make this cardigan out of the granny stitch. And I have bought a sweater pattern from Little John's Knits that is made, or no, it's not Little John's Knits, it's Little John's Yarn that is made out of the granny stitch that I will have to make later on for me. That will be a sweater for the winter time. But this one is supposed to be a summer sweater, but I know I'll probably wear it throughout the whole entire year because, like how I get cold in the summer because of the air conditioner being on, I get warmer in the winter because of the furnace being on. So it'll probably be an all year thing for me. So anyway, I got 5 Caron Skinny Cakes, which should be enough for me to make it because it's not just a one that goes to your waist. It goes down a little bit farther, like almost to your knees, if I remember right. And this is the colorway Blueberry Pudding, which is so pretty. It's always been one of my favorites. Was hoping for a different one, but you know, when this was the only one they had, it was actually really great for me because I have always loved this one, and it's one that I always go back and I look at and I think, you know, I should just get that one. I should just get that one. So they were $5 on clearance, and I know they've been clearance down even cheaper in other places, but I got the last 5. So I know that if I wouldn't have gotten them, somebody else would have. So these wouldn't have even made it to be marked down even more. So 5 of these. These are, which I know most of you probably know the specs on these. This is my first Caron cake. or this is my first Karen Skinny cake. I do have some Karen Latte cakes. And I did find that I had forgotten about, I think I have a Karen Big Twist cake. So, this is 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, 795 yards, which is 727 meters. It's a size light 3, 4mm knitting needles, and also a 4mm crochet hook. Machine washable and dryable. I guess I never tell you where these are made. Let's see if I can find that. Because I don't think about it. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Wait, machine washable, blueberry, lot number. Oh, made in India. It's made in India. There you go. Blueberry pudding. Isn't it just gorgeous? Nice and so squishy. I was thinking this was a mandala. That I never had until I got my Santa bags, and there was some mandalas in there, and that was my first mandala. So I had a couple Karen cakes, but I hadn't had a mandala yet until then. So that's where I got mixed up. Anyway, it is so great being on here and being with you guys. I keep saying seeing. I guess I'm not seeing you. What I'm seeing are the animals on the back of the couch. Every time I go into the hospital, for some reason, my daughter gets me a stuffed animal. Because she knows I like them. She always liked them when she was little. Asked me if I liked them. I said yes. I love my stuffed animals. So she would get me one anytime I went to the hospital. So that's why I have stuffed animals. And I just keep them on the back of the couch. The cats like them up there. They like to snuggle up against them. So I leave them there. And so that's why they're there, if anybody wonders why. And trying to think if I have anything else to share with you guys. I hope you have a happy 4th of July weekend. I'm going to be here all weekend. My husband's got to work all weekend. He's got to actually go into work early tomorrow. So thought of doing a live, but I don't know if anybody's going to be around anyway. I don't have a huge following yet, so I don't know if there's enough people who would come on to watch me on a live. If you'd like to come on and chat with me on a live, please comment below. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications when I post again. And I'm gonna try and start thinking of some more content because, like I said, I will not be doing many more unboxings or anything like that. So what I would really like to do is to come on during the day sometimes and just do some crochet alongs with you guys. Turn on the live and just pick up my crochet hook and put the computer in my lap along with my project and crochet and answer back when I can and sit and crochet with you guys because I am home alone all the time and I get very lonely. And it's because of watching all the content and stuff on YouTube that I decided to make my own channel. And I would love to just chat and create with you guys. So if you would be interested in doing that with me, please let me know. And we can do that. I would love to. Maybe I can do a create and chat, and that's how, whether you guys are here or not, that's how I can tell you about my illnesses. If you know, I told you that I would tell you what all was wrong with me. I know you know that I have chronic pancreatitis, but I haven't told you the other big main illness that I have had for a lot longer than I knew about the chronic pancreatitis. So just started new meds and I'm doing well and I'm excited. I go to Chicago on Wednesday, so wish me well. I have a study that I've been going to for over 20 years, and I want to say I was going for like 24 years, and then COVID hit, so I haven't gone for the last couple of years. It was 28 already, maybe. I started right before I got married, and I just had my 26th anniversary, so it was between 24 and 25. So yeah, it's been a long, long time. So I get to go back and see everybody there. That'll be nice. It's been forever. So have that coming up, and hope to chat with you guys soon. So until then, know that I'm thinking about you guys, and that when you're feeling down or whatever, just know that you matter, that you all matter to me, and I cannot wait to see you again. And ah, this is at 46 minutes again. I'm trying to keep it down. I promise next time I will get it down. I promise, I promise. So I will talk to you soon. Remember that you matter.